Hello, Mass Attacks here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the Tier 10 British tank destroyer, the FV4005. Before we get into the action, I'll show you my crew and equipment and also the shells I use on this tank. My crew on this tank, not too bad. My commander's onto his 4th skill. The rest of them are onto the 3rd skill. The equipment that I use is vent, gun rammer and a gun lane drive. And the shells I carry 10 standard EAP shells and 10 HESH, which are the premium gold shells, and no HE. So let's have a look at the battle. Today I'm playing on El Halouf. It's an encounter battle, which means both teams are attacking the same base. I've got the 7-8 matchmaking and I'm top tier today. And as I head to the top, I'll tell you what I think about this tank. It was rubbish, so war gaming buffed it, and then it was quite good. And then they thought it was too good, so they nerfed it again, and pretty much it is rubbish again. And I'll tell you why I think it's rubbish. It's basically down to its reverse speed. With the size of this tank, its camo rating is really poor, so as soon as you fire the gun, you are spotted, and then with 8 kilometers an hour reverse speed, you just can't get back into cover. You will take shots. There is 2 features of this tank that I do like though. The first thing being 10 degrees of gun depression, play them ridge lines, although you can't get back over the ridge lines without taking a shot due to that reverse speed. And the second thing is the ammo. You do get HESH ammo on this tank, and sometimes when you penetrate you can have a really good fun game with this tank. So I'm setting up on this corner waiting for some victim to drive in front of me gun. I have got the HESH loaded. The HESH is basically just a really good HE, so you don't actually have to penetrate. You do hit them, it will just splash you all over them and you will get some damage in, but if you penetrate you can get up to 1750 damage. You do have 230 penetration, which is really good for HE ammo, but due to the size of this gun there is some big drawbacks on it. See if I can get a shot into that Super Conqueror. There's a nice shot, and I also got damage into the UDES 15/16. So with my crew and equipment, I'll tell you about this gun. It is 182.9 millimeters. With my crew and equipment, I've got a reload time of 24.77 seconds, which is really long. I've got an aim time of 3.09 seconds, which is really long as well, and I have got a gun lane drive on this. And you also get a dispersion of 0.39, so not very accurate either. As you can see, I've only hit 1 shot out of 3. And another problem with it, if you're firing this HESH rounds, they do cost 8,000 per shell, so it can get really expensive. You'll not be making any money if you're firing HESH on this tank. If you want to use the standard shells on this tank, the RAP, you get 1150 alpha damage with 310 penetration, which is quite good. But this tank isn't about them shells. This tank's all about the HESH, and once you penetrate one of them HESH shells, it will make you smile, and that's what this tank's all about. I only played this battle in this tank because I was doing a mission for the Object 279, which have got to cause 30,000 damage over 10 battles. So I thought with this big gun I might get a battle that I do big damage in. More often than not I do have poor games in this tank. With that reverse speed and no armor at all, you can be taken out really quick. I have just hit that UDES 15/16 there. So that is the 2nd shot I've hit out of 5, costing us 40,000 credits. I did take a shot through it though. I carry 10 HESH shells when I play this. T57 heavy, can I get a shot into him? And that's why I play this tank. Love it when you get a shot in like that. I've just penetrated a full health T57 heavy and taken 1868 hit points off him. Does make us smile when that happens. I have just pulled further round the corner because I'm concerned about that object 277. Three of my teammates in front of us are one-shotters, but I'm loaded. Is that Super Conqueror going to crest the ridge? I might be able to take him out if he does. He hasn't though. There's a tortoise there. I'm going to push forward. Can I get a shot into that tortoise? Be lucky to hit. And I did. Full penetration again. I was lucky for that to actually hit. And I've taken 1797 hit points from that full health tortoise. Now I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful with the position I'm in. It is more vulnerable position. But I'm just going to crest up this ridge. The thing playing ridge lines in this tank as well is your gun's not right at the top of the turret, so they can't say the top of your turret. I've been hit there. He's took me track, so I need to drop down into this little valley. Try and hide. If my teammates die now in this position, I will be very vulnerable. And no doubt the enemy will take us out and it'll be the end of my game. We'll have just lost 2 tanks in this position there. But I'm just going to push forward. If I can get a big shot into that object 277, if I can penetrate him, we'll take him out in one shot. But if I don't, I should take a lot of his hit points off. Didn't penetrate. 722 of his hit points gone though, and that's what I was hoping would happen. One of my teammates took him out. I did take a shot and I'm down to 13 hit points now. Does look like I can flank round the back of that Jagdpanzer E100. Looks like he's facing the other way. And this is my last Hess shell before I'm onto the EAP. So I'm sneaking round the back of this Jagdpanzer E100. If I can get him in the back, I will penetrate. And aiming, boom, 1845 hit points off him. I also tracked him, so got the assistance for that. So as I move on, I'll tell you a little bit about the tank then. The armour, I said, is poor. Your turret armour is 14 all the way around millimeters. That's really thin. Then the hull armour, you get 76.2 on the front, 50.8 on the side, 38.1 on the rear, which is rubbish. On the mobility of this tank, I have mentioned it only does 8 kilometers an hour in reverse, which is horrendous. But what it does do going forward is 32 kilometers an hour, which isn't too bad. Now my team look like they're all buzzing around that object 257. I have loaded EAP, that's all I've got left, EAP shells. These shells are still good, can I say that's standard B? But with your gun handling, you're going to have to penetrate, and it's a real problem, especially at distance. But can I penetrate the object 257? Lower plate, zoomed right in, and took him for 1180. Only the standard B left. Not exactly sure how much hit points he's got, but I only need 620 damage in to make 10,000 damage, which I've never done before. I think 9,500 and something is my best. I'm going to try and get on this ridge. I know roughly where he is. Hopefully he'll drive in front of us. I might be able to spot him, might not. My view range is 418 meters with my crew and equipment. So I'm just going to sit, wait here. Hopefully he crests the ridge. My teammates haven't spotted him yet. Maybe he's going to crest the ridge further down. Hopefully he does, because there's no tanks there. And I'll get a nice shot into him. Come on, push him out at the end. Still hasn't been spotted. Could be suiciding. Has he dropped down the cliff? I think he has. So I'm not going to get any more damage in. 9,380 damage is going to go a long way to help us finish this mission. 43 hit points, he's been taken out. There's the win. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Was a Masters, his tanker award. We've got the Confederate medal, which you've got to hit more enemy vehicles than any other player on your team, at least 6. We hit 7. And we've got the high caliber for our 9,330 damage. Top of the tree for XP with a base XP of 1158. Top for damage. We lost 8,000 credits. If we weren't premium, we would have lost 40,000 credits. We made 10,423 XP. That's due to a personal mission payout and a personal reserve bonus. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it, especially them big penetrating shots. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner. And if you have any feedback, please could you leave it via the thumbs buttons in the comment section below. Cheers.